Okay, so once again, there isn't much out this week, surprisingly, and next week there is stuff out at last. There's The Brothers Bloom, there's Greenberg over here, there's She's Out of My League, which I'll see on Wednesday. You know, there's a lot of cool films coming out next week, and I'll have reviews up for them next week. But for this week, there isn't much. There's 4321, which is the Noel Clarke gangster film, not interested. You have Still the Losers, which I'm really not interested in, and there's She's Out of My League, which I said I'm seeing next week. So I thought I would do a video on stuff I'm going to be doing and news I have. Actually devastating news and really soul-crushing news. But let's get on to the first part. So if you don't know what the EIFF is, it's the Edinburgh International Film Festival. The Edinburgh International Film Festival is sort of the Cannes of Scotland, of films. Probably even Britain. It's probably one of the most renowned film festivals in the world, to be honest. And it show boasts a lot of great films, and this year we have premieres of Toy Story 3, which I am really looking forward to, but sadly I didn't get tickets because they all ran out within about 5 minutes. Anyway, I'm going to see 3 films, and on this part of the video I'm also going to be talking about 2 other films that I had in mind to see, but I said no. Okay, so the first one is a movie called Huge. There is no trailer for Huge yet, but I will tell you what it's about. It's directed by Ben Miller, and Ben Miller is a comedian, and it stars Noel Clarke and Ben Miller, and they are sort of going underground to show us the sleazy underground of comedy and all its bad points, and how the comedians actually are, and it has a ton of cameos involving tons of British comedians, so it all looks very funny, and to see it as a premiere of a movie I've never heard of, then I just say great, because that's what Edinburgh International Film Festival and all film festivals are about. The next one is a movie called A Real Life. It's a foreign film, and it's to do with a woman who has a lust for a man, a sexual lust and a passion and a love for him, but he gets into trouble and it goes sort of all wrong, and it's one of those types of road movies, you know, in the same probably vein as Thelma and Louise, but in a foreign tone, so that sounds really cool to me. And the last one I'm seeing is maybe a movie some people have heard of. It came out in Sundance. It actually won Best Screenplay in Sundance and Best Film, surprisingly. It's called A Winter's Bone, and if you haven't heard of A Winter's Bone, I say check out the trailer because it is really good. It doesn't really show much out in the trailer, but what I've got from it is that a woman is being sort of terrorized by the police as this man has done something to this family that has done something horribly wrong. This man has done something horribly wrong, and it's taken along this family for the ride, and for the most part it terrorizes this sort of 16 to 17-year-old girl, and I really don't know what much is going on in this film, but that's why I'm going to be seeing the film as a premiere months before it comes out, so you will have reviews of those films when I go and see them in 2 weeks' time, which I'm really looking forward to. So if you enjoyed those trailers, I say you go and have a look at full ones with the sound without my voice. But there were 2 other trailers that I did get interested that were showing at the EIFF, and they were 22 Bullets and Red Hill. 22 Bullets stars John Reno, and it's produced by Luc Besson, making a badass movie called 22 Bullets about John Reno being an assassin. Ooh, and he is getting shot by 22 bullets. He wakes up from a coma and goes on a bloody revenge. This is a Leon-inspired badass French film. Awesome. Let's hope it's fun. I'm not going to be seeing it, but it was one of the films I did have in mind to see. The next one is a movie called Red Hill. Red Hill is a sort of gritty western, very bloody, very much visually stunning, very different, in probably in more style of a Robert Rodriguez film, and it looks completely awesome. By the end of it, I had chills. That's all I will say. You'll see a clip up here, but I say you have to check out the full trailers without my voice to really get the power. Okay, and the last part is disappointing news. Now, if you haven't heard, Guillermo del Toro is going to be not doing any directorial efforts on The Hobbit. He is not going to be the director. Now, let me tell you something. I did The Hobbit. I actually know the story. I listened to the audiobooks a lot when I was younger, and I still remember the story. And what I remember is that this won't be suited to the Lord of the Rings style Peter Jackson massive epic action scenes. It's more very quiet, it's more storyline, and it's more what Guillermo del Toro did so perfectly in Pan's Labyrinth. You know, give us that epic style, but give us a really nice central storyline and a good narrative and fairy tale-like creatures, which is what The Hobbit is, and what The Hobbit would be really suited to Guillermo del Toro. So for Peter Jackson to be going on to direct this, I think he's going to stuff it up. After The Lovely Bones, I have no hope for this guy to give us a really good movie, and for the most part I'm devastated that Guillermo del Toro will not be directing it, because he was the perfect choice. I can't think of anyone else who could have pulled it off so well. So I don't want Peter Jackson to be doing it, and for the most part what I want is someone else to be doing it. That's all the time I have at the minute, and that's all the news I have. So I just wanted to say that there are no films coming out this week, and I just wanted to say all the things that have been happening in the film world. So this is a special kind of video, and I'll see you guys later.